Hello, and welcome back to the Awesome Baduk Masterclass series. I'm Eric Lee, and this is a video journal detailing my journey through the course that I'm taking this month. We're in week 4, and this is game 8. This is the last game. Unfortunately, as time of recording, this is Thanksgiving weekend for us in the United States, so it's a holiday weekend. I haven't had a lot of time to go over this game, so I'm going to be trying to do the minimum for the assignment and the homework, and for the memorization. I did enjoy this game a lot, and the game is from 2023. It's between Shin Jin-so and Baek Hong-seok. Um, and what's interesting is that this is a week in Korea that uh, it was one of Shin Jin-so's bad weeks, and that's because he's of course Korea's top player, and he lost 2 games in a week, and that apparently was newsworthy at the time. That's how good he is. That he loses twice in a week, and that makes the news. Um, I remember this because he lost to 2 players that I watched a lot when I was studying a lot more when I was younger. He lost to Kang Dong-yoon, and then he lost to Baek Hong-seok. Uh, and so it's cool to see Shin Jin-so lose to 2 players who were in the top tier when I was studying Go when I was younger. Um, and it's going to be interesting to watch this game today. Uh, so I memorized the minimum number of moves for this, and then I will be going over the rest of the game and just giving some of my thoughts as I was watching. Most of this game is really cool fighting and really cool fighting technique. And we will have another video with my answers to the homework questions, which are more open-ended now, which I really like, these open-ended questions. I'll also be making a video giving my feedback on this course overall, what I think the value was for me and what the value might be to other people who are looking for something like this, and also my feedback to the Awesome Baduk team and how I feel, what I think they did well, and what I think they could do better next time. So here we go in this game. So Baek Hong-seok is black, and Shin Jin-so is white. Oh, oops, sorry. I already messed up. It's a diagonal fuseki, and then here, and then this. So you get this joseki, and we immediately get this 3 3 point and the same joseki. The nice thing about this game is that this joseki is played not 1, not 2, but 3 times, so it makes these corners pretty easy to remember. So black tries to attack this group by playing the vital point from this extension. White hanes once and then comes across. Black Ataris, and then white plays here, and notably, black will now play here to maintain a relationship with this group. So now we Atari and Tiger's Mouth. Black jumps here, creating an enclosure. And now Shin Jin-so plays here. Wow. Makes some sense to me, to sort of peep at this area, because if black gets another move, like black can play this Hane variation just like white did over here, and take a lot of influence and power, which I think that this is perfectly reasonable. Remembering R2 as a follow up and remembering R7 as a follow up is important, especially at my level, to sort of be able to remember that, yeah, the timing for these moves is very important. And when black spends a move at J5, it's important to do. But this is I think my issue. First, white forced here, and then played R2. Okay, and then black played this fly. This very cool move on the fifth line. Sort of very, very, very influence oriented. And Paek Hong-sok really makes use of this stone in this game. Really cool to see this kind of thing. I thought also that the timing of this was really cool. You do this right away because otherwise, you know, there's there's no reason not to take this right away because black playing at d2 is also kind of destabilizing for this group. Um, Playing the c1 move uh, can only be good here, I think, because you spent a lot of moves as black. You don't really want to give this corner up and let white just have easy life here, right? So if this white group does not have an immediate source of life, then the outside makes a lot of difference. So now we do this, and then here, yeah. So now white plays this forcing move, and I thought this was a little bit weird because I thought that white might in the future want something like this. But because this is sometimes you want this and sometimes you want this, so I thought that committing this was a little bit weird. But white plays here immediately, and then you play here, which is a cool move. I thought it was quite cool. Um, Obviously, trying to get out toward the center and making black add a move on this side, and black does not. And I thought that the whole plan of black, like the framework, was very interesting. Like once you have this stone here, you really want to make something out of it, and you care less about this group, which was cool. That now black plays here, and white uh, pinches the stone, and then black continues to make the moyo. White kicks first, and then plays this move to reinforce so that you can't break into this area. Um, and of course, you can't let white play here at e9, so you will attach here. And after white plays this move to gain some power and go into the center, uh, black plays here. And I thought that this whole sequence was really cool. You didn't place very much importance on this stone, and instead there's this like plan to make this, and it feels more harmonious with this stone. I thought this was a really cool way of developing, and it feels to me like Paek Hong-sok is already kind of in control of the game. Okay, so white plays uh, white plays here. Looking to connect under, looking to jump and attack these stones. So I thought that was quite nice. Then black plays this wedge here, this tiger's mouth. White makes this exchange and then peeps here, so that the hane here doesn't cut off these stones. So black plays here, and then white will jump here. So now there's a lot of issues happening here. Oh, sorry, no. I think I am crazy. White plays here, getting out into the center, and I think this also affects the hane cut also. Now black plays here, peeping at this point, and I noticed that this group is a lot stronger than I thought it was initially, and so you can play this move as a very cool kind of peep that I didn't really think about. Yeah, these black stones I'm still a little bit worried about, and we get this move from white, and now I'm pretty worried. So for black, because we really want to sort of build this moyo, but we also need to take care of these stones eventually. We also need to take care of these stones eventually. So black is really busy, I feel like. But now black plays this elephant jump. I thought this was really cool. Um, so you can link up with this in several ways. This is a forcing move. This is a forcing move. So you have two forcing moves that sort of work nicely with L7. And so I thought that was like a cool little move here. Now Shinjinso plays here, and yeah, it's this fighting is difficult for me to read out. Very open-ended kind of stuff. Um, Baek connects, and then here Hane at the head of two stones, and then this cut. Very sharp move. It's so hard for me to read all of this properly. After the extension, we play here, and then we jump down. You don't want these stones to get swallowed, so you play here. Yeah, but now black gets this forcing move, and now if black gets another move, we can play R5 and then Q2. Well, R5 and then the Hane and then Q2, and it'll be Sente against the corner. Um, I think that these four stones will be weak, so white connects under. We peep here, and instead of responding to this, white plays here to counterattack these stones, and link up to this group, which is also in trouble, and try to reduce the moyo. Um, Here now, black plays this to create life over here, and also, this push cut is now, I think, a really big deal. Um, White ignores and attacks this group. And now black plays this and they move, and then does this. Now, I think at the very least, white is losing these two stones, and it's a nice sizable amount of territory, but also these three stones cover the middle very, very well. Very difficult for white to break into the center now from this side. So then white plays here. Like, there's been 1, 2, 3 moves in this area, so probably black will have some trouble here. But I think Baek Hong-seok really outplayed Shin Jin-so in this fight. And we start with the clamp. Extend up, then we attach. Shin Jin-so plays here, makes perfect sense. And then this diagonal attachment making this shape. Very, very interesting. Not something I would have thought of either. We play this to make the nice tiger's mouth shape. Let's play this first, forcing black to connect, and then we come up looking at this cut. So now white plays here. And I thought, like, oh, why doesn't white play here? I feel like this is a severe way to attack this shape, but I do think that there are problems here at first glance when you look at this. You don't want black to connect out. You have to deal with this, and now you have these kinds of things. If you walk out, then you can connect here, and there's some issues, I think, with this kind of thing. There's a lot of stuff here. Yeah, it doesn't look very straightforward, at the very least. I can understand why there are problems with K6, even though it looks like a normal move to me. So we play here, and white will block. We make this exchange, so we strengthen ourselves, and then poke this eye out. Black plays here. I thought white would play here. This seems very natural. I thought that this way, you don't have to worry too much about this connection. White is going to be out in the center and can play the first move like over here after black lives. Sorry, I'll cut that and make this the main one. This is the move. But I thought that white would play here. So this move is played, and then this allows black to play here and requiring another move. But now this like this move is really important, because otherwise if white gets this move, there's going to, it's basically sente, because you can't cut across anymore. There's no aji to cut across because you run out of liberties. There's a connect and die over here. So after this exchange, it looks like black actually has a way to live using this hane. White comes back here. We make this exchange, and then we connect back. White plays here, and then black here, and then white here, and then black here. Now this area has some issues because this is not connected, like not fully. You can eat this stone, but then black gets to break into this area. There's also, I think, some potential issues here if black connects or plays here. I feel like this move is pretty vital, and it's a little difficult for white to connect back. So white has to kill this group now. And white has invested a lot of moves to kill this corner. So I feel like this is very good for black. And now black calmly makes this exchange and then plays here. And this is the 113th move, and this is the game. This is how far we were asked to memorize at a minimum. I'm going to swap windows back to the actual game. Yeah, it was a really cool game. Lots of cool fighting. So, yeah, very, very interesting game with a lot of interesting sequences. I don't really know where Shinjinso went wrong, besides that move that I showed, but I assume that there's a lot more than that. Yeah, it feels like black got everything, right? Because like black had three to-do item, or 3 items on the to-do list, right? Take care of the Q5 stones, take care of the J5 stones, and also seal the center. And Paek Hong-seok got all of these things. And yeah, on top of that, like killing these stones, and like who cares about this corner? This feels really nice for black. And Shinjin-so invaded this area, and yeah, even after doing this, yeah, it was there was no point. You just couldn't. He could not make anything happen. So I thought this was a really, really cool game. I wish I had more time to spend on it, but unfortunately, because it's Thanksgiving weekend, I had a lot of prior engagements, so I didn't have a lot of time to dedicate to this game. I will try to finish my analysis and submit that as the homework assignment for my last homework assignment. So look forward to that video. Thank you for watching and listening. See you in the next video.